back to another Toy Tuesday. I'm Talent, the Eccentric Collector, and today we are going to be covering the Juggernaut BAF wave, starting with the action figure that brought me back to collecting, Kitty Pryde. So let's get into it. Cerebro, can you pull up file Kitty Pryde?
Affirmative. Cerebro online. Accessing file. Kitty Pryde, 2016. Kitty Pryde, also known as Shadowcat. First appearance. The Uncanny X-Men number 129. January 1980. Created by Chris Claremont, writer. John Byrne, artist.
Oh, 1980. First appearance in the Uncanny X-Men number 129. I never read that issue. Have you guys read that issue? I remember it being referenced in lots of different issues. Always talking about how Kitty Pryde was one of the youngest X-Men to join. She joined at 13 years old, I believe. As you can see in the image there, Kitty Pryde has had many different costumes, but the one that seems to be the most popular is the iteration on her original costume without the mask, which is why we have wanted a Kitty Pryde figure in that costume since I started collecting, and not that Toy Biz one, even though they were going for that costume as well. Cerebro, can you bring up the action figure, please?
Kitty Pryde, X-Men Juggernaut Build-A-Figure Wave, released in 2016. Retail price, $19.99. Aftermarket price, high, $55. Low, $29. Accessories, Lockheed, Juggernaut right arm, Onslaught head.
And so, as you can see, it retailed at $19.99, which is what I ended up getting it for because it was still on store shelves at the time. Most of that line, though, had already been selling out, so it was hard to get the brown suit Wolverine, and I believe, let's see, who else was in that wave? Alright, so the Juggernaut BAF wave consisted of Kitty Pryde, Rogue, Iceman, Havoc, Brown Suit Wolverine, Phoenix, Deadpool, and Cable. And I was not able to get Deadpool, Cable, Wolverine, or Rogue for a long time. I ended up getting Rogue and Wolverine over time. Wolverine I got loose just because I needed a brown suit costume. But this is by far the most accurate Kitty Pryde we've had to date in that costume. So she actually, I have two of her so that she can fill out two separate displays. One, I'm building an astonishing X-Men display, and the other, she's just with all the other X-Men in my Sentinel Factory display.
Powers and abilities. Intangibility, projective intangibility, intangible disruption, intangible travel, gifted intellect, skilled martial artist.
So basically her powers consist of being able to do what she calls phase. She can phase through solid matter, and she can actually reconstitute half in it and half out of it. She's gotten more powerful as the years have gone on, and she's done some really crazy things with her power. You guys have a favorite storyline in which Kitty Pryde does some really crazy power?
Please leave a comment so we can discuss further.
Yeah, you're gonna have to let me know in the comments. Alright guys, let's bring up the power grid.
Accessing power grid. Analyzing subject.
Okay, this is the fun part. And just so you guys know, I did not come up with this. As you can see on the screen, they had these cards, and on the back, it would tell you, you know, the strength 1 to 7. I don't know why it was 1 to 7 and not like 1 to 10, but this is what they have. They also have some weird stuff going on here with like mutant strength. I don't know what that means, but it's in between world record bench press and a rocket engine, so we can just use our imaginations to see what that is. Again, didn't come up with these. I looked them up. You can find the different ratings for each character. If you can't find the cards for them, you can check it out on the Marvel Database fandom. They have a power grid on there as well. So I recommend checking that out. Let's break it down. So her strength is at a 2, which is a normal human. That seems about right to me. On to intelligence, somewhere between 3 and 4, which would make her better than a straight A student, close to a world-class chess champ. Definitely not an Einstein, so that one makes sense to me as well. Her speed, she is normal human speed, makes sense. Phasing cannot speed you up. Okay, on to fighting ability. Now this one, I know she's trained with some ninjas. She's trained with Wolverine, who is also a ninja. So this woman can fight. She is slightly above a 4, which is above a heavyweight champ and better than a black belt martial artist. But not mutant fighting ability, whatever that means. Or Terminator. I'd be interested when we get to Wolverine. That's going to be a real cool one to see. Alright, stamina. She is a little over a 3, which is athletic. That makes sense. She's been training in the danger room for years. This woman has very good stamina. On to agility. Yes, this makes sense as well. She is like a circus acrobat. Not quite a gold medalist. Again, all that training in the danger room is going to have you jumping around like almost like a gold medalist. Some of them probably are. Alright, on to energy projection. None. Exactly. She does not project any sort of energy blasts or beams. I've never seen any storyline where her phasing can do anything like that. So yes, no energy blasts. So overall, looking at her stats here, she's mid-level as far as her powers go. She's definitely well-rounded. If I'm picking an X-Men team to have Kitty Pryde on, it's mostly going to probably be intel. She'll have her sneak in, get the information, get out without having any kind of conflict. Because nobody needs to get hurt when she's around. She can just run right through you, get what you need to get out. So, there it is, folks. Kitty Pryde. The figure that brought me back to collecting. Something I am so glad for. Because I love this hobby. I love my figures. I love displaying them. So, until next week, where we do another Toy Tuesday, this is Talent, the Eccentric Collector, signing off. Cerebro, do we have anything else for them?
Yes, be sure to check out X-Men 97 Reactions with Talent. Don't forget to subscribe.
Well said. And that being said, I'd like to say Excelsior. Have a great night, everybody.